Okay, I'm the transition person. I worked there from 1966 to 1978. I already told you about all the different choreographers, but in 1974, the ballet company was officially fired. I went up to the meeting and we were told we were a luxury that they could no longer afford. And we were out after that show. That was in the spring. The next show was nothing but the Rockettes, and Peter Gennaro hired 20 new young singers. That was the show. They all did solos, and they had the Rockettes. By the time Easter rolled around, Peter wanted some more dancers in the show. So they held an audition. Some of you may have come. It was in backstage. It was for everybody in New York. And it ended up being a 3-hour audition. They took back about half of the original ballet girls and supplemented it with new people. We were no longer permanent, but we were there until 1978. We did the Easter show, the Christmas show, and a couple of summer shows. So it was almost a permanent job, but not totally permanent. Peter tried to keep us in point shoes. He would do a point number, and we would do a musical theater number. He soon, after about a year, realized the point thing didn't work with his choreography. So we did strictly, he had us in butterfly wings that weighed 20 pounds, boomerang from 50th Street to 51st Street. Didn't work. We went strictly to musical theater. In 1978, I'll try to make this short, they decided they were going to close Radio City Music Hall. As the cast or members of the company there, we were the last ones to find out. It was in the paper the morning that we were due to go to a meeting to find out about this. I was dating a singer who is now my husband, who was standing in the back of the room. He was captain of the singers, I was captain of the ballet. We went to this meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Alton Marshall stood there and said, "The music hall is going to close after the Easter show." There was not a sound in the room except for reporters yelling and screaming questions at him. Bill and I were just standing by the ballet bar kind of shaking our heads. We were all in the state of shock. We had all had a job for a nice long time, a nice permanent job. And because I was captain of the ballet, I had an office. So we went back to my office and we were nervous, upset, and angry because we could see the decline. What brought people into the music hall, besides the Rockettes, was the film. And when these ladies worked, if the film was at the music hall, it was a hit. When I worked there at the end, if it played the music hall, it was poison. They deliberately put bad movies in there. So Bill and I sat there for a while, and I said, we have to do something. We have to do something because we have nothing to lose. We've already lost our job. By April, we will lose our job. They made this announcement during the Christmas show. I stuck my finger in the phone, and I called NBC. And I said, I'm sure you know what's going on over here. I'm the captain of the ballet company. We want to do something. We want to save the building. It just fell out of my mouth. They said, well, I want to talk to you. I suggest you call this other show, too. I did. Bill and I started the committee to save Radio City Music Hall. I was very proudly, I would tell you, I was the president of the Show People's Committee to save the music hall. It is always told in history that the Rockettes did it. It was a ballet girl that started the committee.
They were, excuse me, they were going to tear down the theater, not just close it. They were going to tear it down.
The Rockefellers had a construction company. They were going to tear the building down, build a glass monstrosity there, and that was the plan. We organized. We had a committee of all the employees, 500 people, and we got the interior of the theater, made a landmark, so it had to stay a theater. And because of us, when they redid it a couple of years ago, they had to get the same carpet, the same doorknobs, the same curtain, and it will remain a theater forever. I'm not telling you this to get applause from myself. I just want you to know what dancers can do.
And it took a unknown ballet girl to save the Radio City Music Hall. How ironic is that? Now, we filmed this evening for all those lovely young girls of long ago who don't have a voice here tonight, because they created such beautiful pictures on that magnificent stage, and because of the love and the talent and the dedication it takes to be a ballet dancer. Good night. No applause now, as Dame DeLuise would say. No applause now. Save it for the end. We have a finale. Oh, it's a doozy. Oh, well, you see this. You'll be glad you came. You'll be glad you sat through all this nonsense. You didn't have a party because we were doing all this nonsense. Girls, are you ready to do the finale?
As part of the ballet, I would like to thank John and Janice for organizing this whole thing.
Thank you, thank you.